Now, I want y'all to take a look at this. This right here is a breakdown of how much time each of these networks right here have spent on what I believe is supposed to be the biggest story in America right now. Yeah. See, when a current sitting governor, the commander in thief of Minnesota, is caught up in a multi-billion-dollar fraud, embezzling taxpayer dollars in order to siphon that money into the pockets of illegal immigrants, or specifically an 80 percentile of Somalians who are being paid by the government to chill. Yeah, when that whole thing gets exposed, according to ABC, CBS, and NBC, aka the mainstream propaganda machine, that is considered a non-story. And by the way, for anybody who's trying to call this whole thing racism, go ask a Black American about how they feel about this one.
Child, the comment section on the video I made about the Columbus, Ohio Somali fraud is epic. Go read the comment section. First of all, let me address something. I got a whole bunch of people talking about, well, you need to go make videos. You need to take pictures. Child, do I look like eyewitness news to you? Do I look like a private investigator? And do I look like I can fight pirates? I cannot. And therefore, I will not be putting myself in harm's way. If you want to know what's going on, you come see for yourself. Or read the comment section. People from Columbus, Ohio are all up and down that comment section talking about, yep, she's right. I've seen it for myself. I agree. Columbus is horrible. You please come and help us in Columbus. They are all up and down the comment section, but so are people from all around the country, from other parts of the country where this exact same Minnesota fraud is going on in their community. And they are begging for ICE and fraud investigators to come help them as well. So, honey, you don't need pictures. Read the comments. You know I'm telling the truth. With that being said, the best thing about my comment section are the comments from the Somalis. Child, they are laughing at us, saying we just jealous because we don't know how to work the system the way they do. They are admitting to the fraud. They are saying stuff like this is their land. They were promised the United States of America, and so they are taking it and taking it over. Go read the comment section, honey. It's better than the video.
You don't have to read the comment section. I have some clips for you today. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And to the first clip, the opening clip there, don't you find it suspicious that mainstream media is not covering a story where a sitting governor, under his watch, 6.5, upwards of $8 billion has gone missing due to fraud? And mainstream media has decided not to cover it? Don't you find that suspicious? Let's keep going in this video. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the content.
You know, like the racists are actually just jealous of Somalis because of how successful we became in a matter of one generation. And I was watching a lot of videos that are coming up on my For You page where people are saying, how come Somalis have nice cars and we don't? We've been here like how many generations? We were born here, our ancestors are from here, but Somalis drive nice cars. This whole thing is just making me realize is jealousy. They're jealous of our success because they expect us like to be at the bottom of the bottom, right? And then we come here one generation, we work hard, we save our money. Somalis are not the only community that committed fraud, okay? We're not all committing fraud, okay? Every community has bad apples, but they're trying to use that as leverage to hate on us, right? And attack our community. But what it is like when you're an immigrant group and you're Black on top of that and you're African, they hate you to be successful.
That's not true. You have Americans in general that work every day, pay into the system. They found out recently that majority of the social service welfare socialist benefits that, are given in this country. A large majority of illegal immigrants and quote unquote legal immigrants are receiving those benefits. It's a small portion of Americans, yet we're the ones that pay the lion's share into the tax coffers of America. Yeah. So you got a lot of people frustrated behind that. And we're not jealous. A lot of folks are just angry. We're not jealous at your success. If you actually got here and just got it out the mud, like so many of us have to, it'd be like, whatever. But the fact that you guys are scamming and defrauding and stealing taxpayer dollars, these are that come from the American people. Yeah. The average American has a problem with that, a huge problem with that. But let me play these next two clips from Ilhan Omar and another Somali individual talking trash about America.
cabsi baa loo daara way yaabeen war dadka noocaana xagee ka imaadeen bay leeyihiin kommentiyadii iyo meel kastoo wax soo galayeen baa loogu daata dhalinyarada Soomaaliyeed ee jooga Soomaaliya iyo Kenya iyo Afrika ayakuna kommentiyada waxay ku soo qorayaan ise u ceetamayaan iyo cadaanka se u ceenayaan cadaankii baa yaabay tiimkii loo yaqaan Mega ee loo soo gaabiyay Make America Great Again ee Team Trump ahaa ayaka la bahdila dad ayaka ka waalan bay dagaal la galeen marka dagaalku ha socdo saas ha lagu wado Minnesota anaga iska leh Mareykan anaga iska leh.
They're letting it be known they're not going away. They claim Minnesota as theirs and they're willing to fight for it. So that right there is a message to the folks up in Minnesota and Americans across the country that, hey, you're going to have to get out here and compete and fight for your rights and fight for your nation.
caawa aan fursad u helay madaxweynaha Soomaaliya madaxweyne Xasan Sheekh Maxamuud inaan maanta ku soo dhaweyno Minneapolis aniga iyo madaxweynaha special relationship aan qabnaa aniga adeeraan ugu wacaa asigana gabarteeyu idhahaa madaxweyne sidii qof kasta uu yiri mininkaaga waaye ku soo dhawow Minneapolis aad iyo aad aan ugu faraxsanahay in maanta madaxweynaheena aad tahay.
Stop it right there. Now, she's in Minnesota welcoming the Somali president and calling that dude her president. If they really feel this way, go back home. Go back to Somalia. Go back. We're okay with that. We'd even support it. But this is a sitting representative. This is an individual in the House of Representatives, supposedly supposed to be representing people here in the United States, claiming allegiance to another country and calling another individual her president. This is crazy.
Ilhan Omar, or whatever the heck her name is, I don't know, I don't care. She's the very definition of overplaying your hand. She really thought she was gonna come over here and just rob Americans blind and we was never gonna find out. Like, how did they really Captain Phillips an entire city? And that guy, Waltz, who was gonna be Kamala Harris's VP, yeah, your girl, that y'all love so much to be defending to the ground, he stood there and co-signed these Somalian citizens robbing Americans blind. And that's why I will never be a Democrat, ever again. Like, there's not enough money in the world to make me a Democrat. Anyway, they're gonna try and drag Black Americans into their shit, talking about civil rights and, baby, you created this problem for Somalians and Somalians only. You had no intention of helping us, so you're on your own. Have fun.
Yeah, a lot of folks are not falling for the grift. They're falling for the grift. Those of us, born and raised here in the United States of America, our parents, our lineage comes from the United States of America. We are Americans. And it's past time that we start looking at this country in that manner. I've always looked at it like that, but there's a lot of people out there that feel like, well, this is kind of our nation and we can also go somewhere else. Not true. Not true. This is our country. We got to be willing to stand up, defend it, and fight for it if we want to maintain our way of life and our position in this country. Or you're going to allow people to come over here that just got here and within a generation take over. And it won't be good for anybody. Hit the like button. Let's keep going.
Let me tell you something. People are not jealous of Somalis or Somalia. And Trump is right. That place is a shit hole. And for one Somali, or quite a few Somalis who've come into my comments after I did my viral video calling out Ilhan Omar, they have the nerve to call my country of Zambia a shithole. Well, let me tell you something. People jump easily to go to Zambia, which is a beautiful country. In fact, Donald Trump Jr. was just recently there last month. Yes, he met up with our President Hakainde Hichilema, seen here. You can see the picture. He met up with him because Donald Trump Jr. went on a private visit. He went on he was on vacation there, and he met up with our president. And he loves going to Zambia. It's not the first time that he's been out there. If anything ever happened to me and it didn't work out for me to be here, I can comfortably and easily say I'll go home to Zambia and I would make it out there, because there's a lot going on. My country of Zambia has so much potential, but nobody is jealous of Somalis. And Somalis right now, they are pissed off with Africans. They're really pissed off with us because we are not rallying behind them and we're not supporting them. The reason why we are not supporting you Somalis is because y'all are selfish people, you're ungrateful, you're haters, you're racist, you're tribalistic. Nobody wants to be behind you, and you're so standoffish. And the most important thing, y'all have said you're not Africans. You said you're Somalis. You gravitate more towards Arabic, those Arabic countries. So you've distanced yourself from Africans. That is why we don't support you. Nobody wants to support y'all. Y'all are a problem. You're a big problem. You're thieves, you're liars, you're scammers. You know, nobody trusts you. And a lot of Africans are embarrassed by y'all.
Wow. I've heard that, though. I've heard that. And you have people from South Africa and a multitude of countries all throughout the continent of Africa. I believe there's 54 of them. And they don't have a whole lot of nice things to say about the Somali people, even on the continent of Africa. Sheesh. Wow.
And you guessed it. Do you know what the predominant religion is in Somalia? Take a guess. Islam. Over 99% of the population. You guessed it.
Somalis are not terrorizing this nation. We are helping it thrive. Somalis have always seen themselves as a fabric of this nation.
Are you sure about that, Ilhan Omar? You want to retract that statement? Nope. All right, let's pull up some facts, shall we? Let's pull up some more. Right. Helping America thrive. Here's where my problem lies. Ilhan Omar is always talking negatively about America, the country that she resides in, and she's always speaking highly about Somalia. You know, the country that she won't go back to. It's amazing how much high esteem Somalia gets when it's coming out of her mouth, just speaking about it, when in actuality, here are the facts about Somalia. So for starters, United States listed Somalia as a level 4 risk. It's the highest level of advisory. Do not travel there. They're saying it's high crimes, high terrorism, don't forget kidnapping and piracy. Also, forgive me for my pronunciation, but Al-Shabaab conducts terrorism attacks, bombings in Mogadishu. So that's Somalia. Organized crime is very prevalent. It's a hub for human trafficking, illicit network. Oh yeah, and we can't forget in Somalia, there's weak governance. They have poor law enforcement, and also some areas are heavily restricted and governed by Sharia law. Human trafficking, arms trafficking, sexual violence, piracy. Shall I go on? And it is a fact, not an opinion or a feeling. It is an objective fact. It's one of the most dangerous countries in the entire world. Obviously, not all Somalis are pirates or all these other criminals, right? But when you have a large portion of people doing something and you bring that over to another place, chances are it's going to continue. Never in the history of ever have I seen a third world country come to a first world country and the first world country get better and improve when they don't assimilate, which we see so often within their religion.
Yeah, she's absolutely right. I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Keep God first, stay prayed up. We'll catch up with you guys next time, man. Y'all take care. Peace.
Vibes so raw, can't hide the truth. Words words so sharp.